right, Arielle Live TV is back. Don't forget to watch me, Arielle Live TV, every Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We're going to continue the platform of our running candidate, no other than Dr. Fred Conquest. Tell me more about the feast, and then we can go to another subject.
Okay.
So we can. No, wait. Let's go to the education. How about the education? The last time, couple months ago, teachers rallying. Okay, they get out. They didn't teach because they want their wages to be raised up, and also the small employee here in Nevada. How could we implement that? How could we give them $12 an hour, not $8 an hour, so that the people can survive? The rating of the housing development now, it's getting higher.
Right.
About 20-30% went up. So tell me.
Okay, let's start with the wages. At the present minimum wage, 2 people working 40 hours a week in Nevada cannot afford any of the newer apartments. There's a shortage of lower income apartments. We need to raise the minimum wage in Nevada with no exceptions to about $11 an hour, which is viable. And if we cancel the margins tax and some of the fees that corporations have to pay, it's simply busy work to make them pay more money, then that should offset any income, any loss of income they would pay by paying higher rates to their local employees. Plus the demand that more than half of the population would have more money to spend, the demand would increase dramatically and the economy would do much better. As for fees, believe it or not, it's actually cheaper to start a business in California today than it is to start a business in Nevada.
Because they're charging you $750 just to get the corporation and a business license.
Right. And it used to be $200 to $250 with some extra fees put on if you wanted it. But before they changed this rule, Nevada had about 250,000 corporations that were domiciled here. In other words, Nevada was their home. And we lost about 200,000 of them with this new implementation. And they went to Wyoming.
So I can register my business in Wyoming while I'm doing business here in Nevada.
You could, if you're doing online business, you would need a business license. Okay, from the city or the county that you're dealing with. But see, the license is only for the state. The county and the city have licenses. I mean, you know, it's just insane to start your own business. You already spent $4,000 just to do that. And economies grow when you have new businesses, new startup businesses. Now, most startup business fail, but in the learning curve of failing, people learn how to do it. And if you started it once, you'll probably come back and do it again. And those that succeed, those are what caused the economy to grow. One of the things that I would do as governor, which is what I did when I was working on Wall Street and then doing trading and all of that, was I would go get some money from outside and get investors to come to Nevada, to invest in our state. We have opportunities galore in Nevada. We have a lot of land which people say is owned by the federal government, but we're going to go out of our way to get as much of that back as we can. But there's plenty of land in northern and central Nevada that could be developed, especially in the rural areas. The state has been derelict, I would think, in helping improve the circumstances of people in rural Nevada. And one of my ideas would to have a block grant in which every county gets $3 million of state money to essentially improve their schools, their infrastructure, their businesses, whatever they want to use it for. The only caveat, don't steal it. So that would put $17 million a year, or $51 million a year, into the Nevada economy. And the demand would absolutely be positive, because they're going to spend the money, and they're going to go to the big cities to get the equipment and the stuff they need to spend the money.
Okay, let me make it a bullet point. So you want to lower the fees on every businesses here when they register the business.
Right.
You want to lower the fees on the DMV. You want to lower the fees of the medical health care. You want to lower, I hope you can lower the fees of the car insurance. I'm paying $200 a month. Imagine that. That's too expensive. There's so many people out there are crying because how much are they paying each month already? What about Nevada Energy? Okay, they have a solar works. So that's a good thing too. What about the education? You want to raise the minimum wages here in Nevada. And also, what about the education?
Okay, Nevada spends $2.3 billion a year on our education system, and we are last in the country, 51st, which means we're below the Washington, D.C.
Isn't it what I heard the rumors is they use the money to build the radars? Why not use that to the education?
Okay, we have plenty of money already allocated for education. Our problem is the Clark County School District and the school district in Washoe County in the north, they're overloaded with administrators who just sit around, get $100,000 plus checks, and create busy work for everybody. Now, my take would be we would need to make it every administrative person in Nevada, education, take a 50% cut in pay until we figure out where all the money goes. We have to have a forensic audit so we know exactly where it goes, because millions of dollars disappear. All right? And people say, well, all the administrators will quit. And you go, that's the general idea. Okay, we don't need administrators. We need good teachers. We need classrooms that have the supplies and stuff that they need, and the teachers need to make more money and to have a much more important say-so in the curriculum and what they're teaching.
Well, my daughter goes to Hayes Elementary School and they're doing a great job. Basically, they are 5-star also, and she's going to academy, and I'm hoping to get that Pertita Academy. They said they are top-notch teacher there. They're 5-star. So Hayes, my daughter, is a full honor roll students there, and I think all the teacher, so it's just probably a lot of people doesn't see it because they only see by the numbers, but they don't look at it what's the teaching guide that they have.
Right.
Because some of the school and some of the teacher, they're good, especially Hayes Elementary School. Thank you so much for taking care of my daughter, and then now she's gonna be in 6th grade. So it's not, we cannot always down rating our school system because they do a good job too.
Well, the teachers in Nevada do an excellent job given the circumstances that they have to teach under. We can improve those circumstances. We can change the curriculum a little bit so that when students get out, they actually know something. And I teach, mostly freshmen and sophomores in college. There's nothing wrong with the kids. They just haven't been taught what they should have been taught. They're always about taking tests. We spend $100 million a year on testing our children. One test.
What about the food? My daughter doesn't want to eat food. They said they're feeding them junk food.
They're feeding them junk food. There's so many problems that need to be fixed, but you have to have the political will to fix them.
That's what you are here for,
That's right.
So if you win as governor, that's what you're gonna implement, right?
Right.
So you're not gonna make a promise, right? Other when you win a governor, a lot of people who win, they just make a promise, and after that, they forget about you.
Well-
In fact, you're not gonna know me. You might not come back here in my studio.
Sure, we will.
Anyway, we'll be right back, and we're gonna talk more about it and help support him. Thank you.